Okay, so after watching some of Winky's videos, I think it was Winky's videos I was watching several months back, I kind of got onto a kick of getting one of these CBN type wheels for the grinder, and finally came up with something on Amazon that was reasonably priced enough for me to give it a try. But the kicker is I need to make some kind of an adapter for it to go onto my grinder. So I've already gotten my chicken scratching down here for the bushing that I want to make. So I'm going to take another chunk of that Kimberzelic metal, the 12L14. I've got it chucked up, and I'm going to see if I can turn this little bushing down. So I'm going to pause the camera and get set up over at the hendey. Okay, I think I am set up and ready to start facing the end of this material off and center drilling it in preparation for the 1/2-inch hole. I'm just going to drill it with a 1/2-inch drill bit, well, 5/16 then up to 1/2 inch. It's just going to be a bushing for this thing. It's not going to be a precision device, so with any amount of luck, that should be sufficient on tolerance for me. So here we go. Okay, that should be good. I need to get my chuck key. Still sharing the chuck key between this lathe and the drill press. Gotta remember one of these days to get another chuck key specifically for the hendey. But until then, now to the 5/16 drill bit. I just picked these sizes kind of at random. It's just whatever seems to be a good idea on that particular day more than anything. And I need some oil. I'll go about 1.5 inches deep on this one, and then about 1.25 inches on the 1/2 inch. Right now I'm just watching the scale on my tailstock ram as far as my depth is concerned. So I don't know how accurate it'll be, but it doesn't have to be that accurate. I think that'll do that. One of these days I gotta figure out a better way to move this tailstock in and out, because it is not a featherweight by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, I was never planning on using this machine as my go-to machine though either, but things change. Heck, for that matter, things might change a lot if I ever go and get a bigger motor for this thing. Here's my 1/2 inch. I've got a mark on it right there. That is really wobbling around. That's wobbling around actually quite a bit. I'm going to go oh, that's not going to be. That one's under. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something a little different. That's wobbling too much. Definitely didn't expect that. This drill bit's a little undersized. This is one of my Kimberzilla donations also, but it's a 1/16 undersized, and I can bore out the rest of the way if I need to. So we'll see how this works out. Probably have to add a step for this, but that's okay. It'll be worth it in the long run. That's a good drill bit. That is a really good drill bit. That's a nice drill bit. I must have gotten to depth because it just kind of stopped. No, I should say stopped, but it got harder, so. Might try to face off some of this material that's a little bit wobbly. Man, that's a good drill bit. I mean, that is just going in there like butter. I'm gonna have to look at my my other 1/2-inch drill bit and see if it needs sharpened on one edge or the other. Because that really kind of let me down there. Alright, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and face off about an 1/8 inch or so of that material to get down to, or closer at least, to where I started with the 31/64 drill bit. So once I get done with that, I'm going to swing my tool holder over, and I'm going to start coming in for the first pass on this thing, the first step on this. And working with this 12L14 is almost like working with aluminum. One more pass, then I'm going to move on to the outside diameter. Okay. Now I need to get some dicum around this thing. .460. I want to mark about .460 off of the front face of this. That'll be my shoulder. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to turn this diameter down to about .789. Basically, whenever it starts to fit this, that's where I'm going to stop. So let's get this tool post turned. Here we go. Turn the tool post a little more. Alright, now we're good to go. Get my caliper zeroed out at 0.789. Actually, I'll get zeroed out just a little bit shy of it, and then I'll start fitting the grinding wheel. I'm going to Alright, I'm going to zero out at about 0.796, and then I'll start fitting when I get down there closer. So about 620 thousandths I got to take off. It's going to take a minute. Let's see, I tell you what, since it's going to take a while for me to get down 600 thousandths, I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick. Okay, I got about 66 thousandths more to go here. I almost could have left the camera running, but didn't want to bore anyone. I'm going to dial in about 30 thousandths and see what happens. $11 thousandths. I'll dial in about 5. And I'm going to start checking it. Nope, not yet. So this will take me a few minutes here. Get this just right. Close, but not quite. I'm going to clean that up with a file. A little bit more. It's almost there, but just hanging up just a little bit, part way down. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Since this is going to take me a few tries to get this part right, I'm going to keep filing away at this, and then I'm going to try and get situated to put a boring bar on this. So I'm going to bring you guys back when I'm ready to do something else a little more interesting. So I'm going to pause the video again for a few minutes. Okay. I am set up now with my miniature boring bar. I've got my depth stop set on my the depth stop set for the carriage, or carriage travel stop, whatever you want to call it. And I've got a snap gauge set up for what my inside diameter needs to be. So I'm going to see if I can get this situated here. More. Just kind of going real easy on this. Go. Alright, I think I got a good fit there. Okay, so I should have a good fit on the inside diameter of this. I finally got the file. I got the outside diameter of the small outside diameter the way I wanted it. Might have to take a little bit off of the front. Might have to take a little bit more off of this front edge, but we'll see here. Can't quite tell if it's below the surface or not. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get set up for my boring bar. No, not my boring bar. My parting blade. I rigged up this parting blade holder for this thing, and I don't think I've actually used it on this machine yet. So it's going to take me a little while to get this shimmed up to where I need it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera again. And this will be, hopefully this will be my debut on the parting blade holder for this hendey. So bring you guys back hopefully for the final here in just a few minutes. Okay, I finally got my parting blade set up here. Now, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I haven't tried this on this machine yet, so here goes nothing. It's a little bit below center, so we'll see. We'll discover this together. Not gonna work. What happened? Not really sure what happened there. Probably got my RPMs jacked up a little too high. Okay, I'm going to resharpen the bit, or the parting blade, and I'm going to drop my RPM down quite a bit. Anyways, I'm going to pause the video, and hopefully I'll bring you back when I've got this thing finished. Okay, I've got this thing shimmed up about another 1/8 of an inch. I resharpened it, and I'm going in real careful. Hopefully I don't have much more to go, but this would probably be just about the first successful parting attempt I've ever had, if this works. So we'll see. You guys will probably cheeks me on this, but should only have another 1/8 of an inch or so, maybe a 1/16 of an inch to go. So we'll see what happens. Down to about 215 RPM now. Woohoo! How about that? I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've successfully parted off a piece of steel of any kind. Okay, so that was a huge success. If my inside diameter is correct, I should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pause the camera again. I'm going to clean up these burrs and whatnot, and then I'm going to take the camera back over here and show you the final part of this over on the bench. Okay. Fortunately, it was a success. Or at least it fits. So here's the adapter. There's the shaft. I gotta go get the grinding wheel because I left it over on the hendey. There's nice snug fit on that. Crummy 1/2-inch washer. I think this is the right nut. Cool. It's still got run out, but I think the shaft itself has run out in it, so I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it, but snug this up a little bit and then I'm going to run this thing. But I am very, very happy about that. Woohoo! Finally, I can sharpen some of the carbide blanks that Kimber Zillick was kind enough to donate to me. So I can sharpen those or form them into whatever I want. I can make repairs on some of the carbide, what do they call those? Carbide tool bits that I've got. So definitely looks like it's got a smidgen of wobble, but doesn't feel like it's on this the band facing this way so much as it feels like it's on the outer edge. But at any rate, I'm going to call that a success. It's on there. It looks like it'll work. If it'll cut carbide, I'll be golden. So anyways, after this long little saga, about 34 minutes of recording time, I probably only spent about an hour on this project, so I guess that's a sign that I'm getting a little bit better on running this lathe, so that's a good sign. I'll take it. So anyways, I will catch up with you guys later.